Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Gannon. Bid you all welcome back to Gothic 2. Last episode, we dealt with Esteban. He obviously wasn't going to let us into the mines or into the upper camp where we need to try and track down Raven. So we had to get him out of the way. And let's just hope that the same ploy that worked outside will work up here.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
Thoris.
Hey!
So I think we've gone through all the dialogues here, other than this.
I have a red stone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with minecrawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
Interesting. So apparently as long as I do my job once, I'm allowed free reign. The way that Thoris says okay and then a separate line talking about how I killed Esteban always kind of gave me the impression that there might have been another way to get a red stone. Maybe that was the plan, but I don't think there's any other way to do it. I'm pretty sure you cannot pickpocket it from Esteban, but I don't think I've ever tried. So any of y'all could correct me on that. I'd be really surprised if we could.
You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
Get going. And get going he does. So yeah, this is all we have to do. We have to find 3 diggers to replace them, and there just so happen to be 3 diggers out here.
You're needed in the mine.
Oh, look at that.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damned rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
Perish the thought. Not sure what the hell happened with his voice acting there. There's some major clipping on his microphone. So every 10 or 20%, you actually get a new rank in gold digging abilities, but it's kind of irrelevant.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
For you, I'd say you're an experienced gold scraper.
Somehow, even though I've never mined a crumb of gold in my life.
You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then, it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
I can't even visualize what the hell he means by that. Drag across the rock, as either he means hitting it sideways, in which case you're gonna hit the rock, you're not gonna drag across it, or he literally just means like a gentle scrape, and somehow he thinks that's magically gonna loosen all the rock. I don't know, man. A lot of these gold digging tips sound like they're bullshit.
Hey!
I've done the deed.
I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
Damn right I can. And that's it for Thoris for now. No more to do with him.
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
I like how all we had to say was that, and he just assumed that Thoris had let us through. We could have been full of shit. Now here is another teleporter. So this one, kind of annoying that you only get the one for the bandit camp so late into the game. Well, not literally the game, whatever. But it's also especially weird that we have just unlocked a fast travel straight into the water mage's camp, straight from the bandit camp. None of them really seem to give a shit that we're coming and going from it. I'd say that's a little bit of a thematic oversight in the story here.
So, on your way to the mine?
Yes.
Then watch out for yourself. Watch out better than these guys who are scattered all over the place here did.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces.
It always annoyed me that the hero added an unintended comma in his one line there, which totally changed like the inflection of the question. You're not asking, are they dead? You're asking, why are they dead? So don't put a comma after the Y. And given the fact that there are 4 of these guys here, and like I said, they just worked themselves to death. I don't think these are the guys who got eaten by minecrawlers. They look a little too in one piece for that. Okay, this one, I believe, is just all rights. Yep, 6 right turns. This one always annoys the fuck out of me. Anyway. This looks like the temple where we'd find a man named Raven. So fuck the mine, let's see if we can get in.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
It is damned important that I get to him.
No, it isn't. Only Bloodwyn has permission to stay in there.
Bloodwyn? Isn't he supposed to be dead?
He's stronger than ever before. And if he finds out that someone is causing trouble out here, he'll make mincemeat out of you.
Bloodwyn is in there? Then get him out.
Huh, do you seriously believe I'd do that? Maybe you're an important man in the camp now, but your power ends right here. Got it? So go to the mine and dig for gold or do something else, but don't stand in the way here.
I'll give you 1,000 gold pieces if you let me in.
You're wasting your time, bum.
We'll talk again.
You already know what I'll tell you then.
Wow. It's not often you deal with a guard who actually is that determined to do his job. And one among bandits, of all things. So, whatever. We'll have to find a way to get past him. Now, if you wanted to, you could just barrel past him.
Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are minecrawlers down there.
What, you is fucking, what do you call those people? The guys who, like, swing signs around outside of, like, payday loan places and stuff. Sign twirlers, I guess. Anyway, what I was saying is you can get past the guard basically just by bull rushing past him. And the game actually does consider that a possibility, but then you make everyone here hostile. But the Bloodwyn is inside and actually has a different, I believe a different, dialogue, if you do it that way. But we're gonna do it the conventional way. Right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left. Alright, Scatty.
Hey, you!
Remember Scatty, he was the arena master, and now he's just running a little, like, sundry shop.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack a lump of gold. Anyone can do that, but many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
Might not be obvious right off the bat. This guy's the same voice actor as Lenar, just with a bit less of a ha to his voice. So we have 13 learning points, so we're not gonna really, I don't think we're gonna use those 3 for anything, so we can spare 2 here.
Tell me more about gold mining.
Above all, you should know that gold isn't ore. It's soft as butter. If you strike too hard, everything will shatter. Every digger has his own tricks for knocking some decent nuggets out of the rock. Ultimately, these tricks are what make the difference between a digger and a good digger. Besides that, practice makes perfect. Only when you've been digging for a while will you get better.
So I call bullshit on that, because, first of all, gold is definitely not as soft as butter. Second of all, things are less likely to shatter when they're soft. It's more likely that your pick is just going to get embedded in it. Things will shatter more likely if they are hard yet brittle.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for his slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodwyn's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Business.
Bloodwyn, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine, but he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the stone by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there, and once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious, and eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, and then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwyn came out of the tomb and said I should beat it, and that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
Spooky.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp, but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
I don't got bottles, but I got mugs.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Yeah, it reminds me, I haven't had a beer in a while.
Deal.
I could go for one right now. A nice bittersweet stout. So, Scatty just has some basic garbage. He has a lot of pickaxes, which is lucky for you if you manage to get this far with that one. They are quite expensive. Anyway, so we can get in here, and the first thing you're going to notice are a lot of veins of gold on the wall, all along the mine here, and a lot of people digging at them. We have not seen these veins, gold nuggets before. You can check your own ability here if you don't feel like talking to Finn, but we're not going to mine him yet because there are actually more people who can teach us gold digging skills here. This fellow,
you.
is an interesting dude.
What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one can tell the difference.
I find it odd that Raven gave him the die. You would think it would be Bloodwyn, since Raven doesn't really give a shit what happens with the gold.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you
10 gold pieces.
So they use one of the generic lines there, implying that you can haggle for this, but
Let's haggle.
No. That's the standard price everyone gets.
I thought that was a special price.
It is. Everyone here is special to me.
oh, isn't that cute? He's also one of the skinniest dudes in this game. There is a model fatness, statistic? No. What do you call that? Yeah, a stat. There's a model fatness stat, that's kind of hidden on all these characters, and normally they just leave them at base, which I think is just 1, or is it 10? But he's the only character I think that they've reduced that value. Some of the other characters they made fatter, people like Fernando. But he's the only one I think it can think of that they actually made him skinnier.
What do you know about Raven?
You won't believe it. I was there. I saw what he did in the tomb. He mumbled and called some strange words. over and over. Cardamom, Fatang, Shatar, Fatang, Beliar.
Fatang?
And then a blazing light came out of the tomb, and I heard the scream. Oh, ye gods, that voice! That was the sound of the end of the world. Raven spoke with it. They conversed. Raven and that voice. I can't remember what they said. I just know that I could only master my limbs again many hours later, back in the camp.
And all you still work for that dude. I think you're all doomed one way or another.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cardamom.
That was a spooky sound.
Fatang, Shatar, Fatang, Beliar.
Just cardamom, fatang. What now?
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready? Cardamom, Fatang, Shatar, Fatang, Beliar.
Cardamom, fatang, shatar, What was that about Beliar? Sorry?
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready?
Whoa.
Cardamom, Fatang, Shatar, Fatang, Beliar.
I think we might be making a breakthrough here.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
I think we had better leave it be.
Probably not wrong there, buddy. There's a forge here. Any of y'all sword smiths have been hurting for one lately? Yeah, I didn't know about that bit where you can get them to repeat that until spooky things happen.
Hey, where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Fisk?
Well, sure. Why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwyn.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwyn. He doesn't have any more use for them.
Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwyn is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
I decide who goes into the mine.
You're doing Esteban's old job. Then you have absolutely no say here. Buzz off.
Oh, you haven't seen the last of me. So all the slaves out there are faceless, not faceless, but nameless. But these guys in here, you might remember these from many episodes ago.
What do you want? I'm just an imprisoned worker. I haven't done a thing.
Hey, you.
Hey, I'm all right. But Pardis is pretty much down and out. If there's anything you want, talk to Patrick. He's our spokesman.
Patrick?
Hey.
I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? Why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
all right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners and peasants and workers, they trust me. They won't dare to mount an escape.
Will I have to kill all the bandits before you budge at all?
But that would be insane. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready.
I mean, if killing them all is insane, I don't know how you think just convincing them to be like, hey, all y'all can leave is somehow any easier. Monty.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, the angle at which you strike is crucial for efficient mining. Not too flat and not too steep. That way, you'll get the nuggets and make your pick hold up forever.
Interesting. This guy is supposed to be a shipwright, or shipbuilder, or whatever you call those. Don't know how the hell he became so experienced mining gold, other than the fact that that's kind of what he's been forced to do.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm alive. That's all I care about. If you've got something to discuss, Patrick's your man.
You're awful easy to please. I guess, living's a living.
How are you holding up?
Hey, that's my line.
Beat. Completely worn out. Is it a glorious sunny day or one of those clear nights where 1,000 stars are twinkling? I don't know. Where's the gentle rain of summer? The cool evening breeze. I can feel them no longer. It's the eyes that go first in here.
You're awfully poetic for a man on the end of his rope. Also, I'm surprised that the bandits are letting you just chill here.
Hang in there. Your rescue is near.
Thanks. Thanks for your words.
Well, that sounds a little sarcastic.
Here, drink this.
Well, now you're up and at him. So, you notice we have an option to give him meat stew. This is the meat stew from the bandit near where, what's his name? Skinner was sleeping. We cannot give him the fire strips, even though they have the same effect. There's an interesting little quirk that happens here.
Here, have some meat stew.
Thank you. I feel a little stronger now.
You see how it said strength +1? We'll get to that.
Thanks. That does me good.
How are you now?
Better. Thanks to you, I can feel my strength returning.
So there's a bunch of weird things that go on there. Even though it said strength +1 for us, it didn't actually give it to us, it gave it to him. But because they never accounted for the fact that somebody else could drink a permanent stat bonus potion, they never, I guess that bug just kind of got overlooked, where even though he got the stat bonus, it still showed up on our screen like we got it. The other thing is that if you give him the potions first, you cannot give him the meat stew afterwards. I think the intent was it was supposed to be one or the other, but since the meat stew is kind of a more unique thing, it didn't lock out the rest of them. But if you give him the potions first, I don't think you can give him the meat stew afterwards. The third thing is, even when it says you're giving him the elixir of health, you're actually giving him 3 essences of health, which are actually worth even more than an elixir, since it's 150 hit points versus 100. So it's kind of an annoying cop-out. I don't know why they did it that way. So all these slaves hard at work here. This is actually the tomb down here. You would think it would kind of be guarded a little bit more. People, given what happened, would presumably be a little more afraid of it. But looks like the only casualties were the slaves down here. Yeah, you're noticing the theme here. All the bodies that stick around have the old gold coin on them. And I didn't realize for the longest time that that was used as a trick to prevent the bodies from despawning. Oh. Sounds like we're close to the beach here. Which we really are not. We're in the mountain range. So I guess that's just supposed to be wind. Yeah, there's not much left around here. Raven's gotten his answers out of this. If there was any interesting loot, he's made off with the most of it. You know, there's a very obvious casket in the middle, but I'm curious who all these people around here are. I don't think we've heard specifically who this tomb belongs to. I mean, we've heard it, but I don't know if it's been, like, explicitly told to us. But we'll get to that. So, guys down here, there's 4 diggers down here, and I think 2 of them, if not 3, will teach you some extra tricks about mining.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
The legs. It's all in the legs. Strength and momentum come from the legs. I'm staying out of it.
Okay. Well, I'm not swinging a pickaxe with my legs, buddy.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey,
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Always dig from bottom to top. That may be difficult, but that way you get more gold out of the rock.
I mean, I don't know how you can somehow generate more gold just by digging it a different way. The gold's in there, it's just a matter of getting it out.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Brain work, boy. Mining gold is a purely mental procedure. Don't try to force the rock. It's harder than you. Free your mind of everything, and try to become one with the gold. Then, it is like meditation, a prayer.
Again, I think you're barking up the wrong tree, because I'm not swinging a pickaxe with my brain.
Nothing's going to change about that.
If you're saying it was about technique over brute force, that would make more sense, but it ain't just brain work, my friend.
How's it going?
I'm cooking a delicious stew for the diggers and guards. But the slaves, they don't get anything. Some stale water and old bread at the most. That won't hurt those city boys.
Exactly what I said.
If you want them to keep up the pace of digging, a little protein goes a long way. So, if you were a horrible person, you could certainly go around and beat up all these slaves for some XP. I actually have quite a bit. But I'm not a horrible person. I do want to get to all these gold nuggets, so... Luckily, if we just do a little bit of this...
Cut out this magic crap. Kid.
Then they stay pretty upset. And stop whacking the nuggets. So now, we've basically gotten all of the abilities, all the skill bonuses that we can get from talking to NPCs and stuff. The rest will come just from mining. We're a Meister Buddler. So yeah, it's another case where the German translations did not come through. Now, there is a very rare option that pops up in the middle here, which you might remember something Finn said when we sent him to the mine. He said every now and then it's a good idea to give a really good whack. I have never gotten that prompt to actually come up in a way that I've never gotten it to come up and actually managed to get it. I think it shows up less often the higher your skill is, because you don't need good whacks. So the problem is I usually rush through clicking on these, so I've never actually gotten it, because if you don't click on it the moment it comes up, it goes away. And I actually never saw it before I was doing... I don't think it even happened during the live streams. I think it happened off screen, where I saw it for the first time, and I've seen it like 4 or 5 times since then, but always miss clicking on it. But now that we're at 100% skill, I don't think it's going to show up anymore. We're a Buddler Guru.
Cut out this magic crap. Kid.
Cut out your face. What? I didn't even dig anything out of that one. So one of the things I'm trying to test here is if it's actually random, how much ore you get. And so far it seems to be, not by virtue... If you fail to get anything, it'll say gold splinters fly everywhere. And I've never determined if that actually means a failed attempt in any lost gold.
You don't have to tell me that.
I really have no idea. But it does seem like the number of attempts you can make might be randomized. But I wrote down how many I got last time.
Cut out this magic crap.
So that I can see if we get any more or less. And I think that might actually be the case. Purely for the fact that that one gold nugget had nothing to give us. Even though we hadn't mined it. Which is the first time this happened to me. Usually they at least give a little bit. I'm actually kind of pissed off that I'm not getting the good whack option. I really wanted to see what that was about. I'm not sure how many other people have actually seen it. Because normally I don't try mining until I get all the skills. from like the diggers down below and the slaves and everything. And like I said, I don't think it shows up when your skill is high enough. So I never noticed it before until one time I forgot to talk to one or two of them and started mining, and suddenly I saw it. I was like, what? Man, Patrick is not happy with us. See, it's something weird I've noticed is that if you get the NPCs to threaten you by using magic,
Cut out this magic crap already, kid.
they seem to stay in their pose staring at you. They don't care if we have a melee weapon drawn. But if you were to piss them off with that, they seem to back off more easily. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Cut out this magic crap already, kid.
Jeez, I thought Finn just fell down the fucking balcony there. Alright, so the last safe gold nugget is down here. We're gonna
Wait a minute. Is there a
was
problem?
gonna step around this guard.
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
That's
Why don't we attack the
disconcerting.
crawlers?
I asked that too. But the guards had more important things to do. Bloodwyn has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Bloodwyn will just take most of it for himself anyway, and I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Are you gonna stop me?
Can you tell me more about Bloodwyn?
Yes, he's a gold-hungry bastard. He inspects every new vein and every nugget. He can't go too far out of his way for gold. But we don't mean shit to him.
And otherwise?
He thinks he's the greatest and can't stand it if someone is better off than he is. Okay, I wouldn't go up against him, even so. Just stay out of his way and don't provoke him. Unless you want him to get furious and lose control.
Interesting advice there. His advice is actually a bit disingenuous, as we'll see later on. But anyway, here's the last nugget that is not protected by mine crawlers, so let's go for this. Alright, so that leaves us with how many nugs? 325 nuggets. So last time I went through this, I had 292 total. But I started mining before I remembered to talk to the last... talk to Monty, I think. So my skill was a little bit lower. We actually made out with more because of higher skill, in spite of the fact that one of the gold veins did not have any yield. So it definitely does seem like it's advisable to max out your skill as much as possible before you dig anything. Anywho, all we got left down here is the crawlers. And this is starting to sound like our ticket to get Bloodwyn out in the open. Ooh. So. Luckily, it's nothing but basic bitch mine crawlers down here. No warriors or anything, not that they were really any more of a threat. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, ouchie. What was I doing? Wow, okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh my god, stop! Hit the bitch! I don't believe this. I can't believe that happened. I'm so upset. That was a complete disaster. Ah! Alright, well, I'll go dig all the nugs off screen. I ain't got time for this. I can't believe that happened. I am so upset. That was a complete fucking disaster. I can't believe, I couldn't hit it when it was in front of me, and I couldn't do the spin around trick. I think the slope here fucked with that, because it put him on a lower elevation, so I couldn't hit him either way. That really annoys me. See, that was fine. When I was going up this hill, I couldn't hit him. God dang Gothic games and your dang collision and your dang hitboxes and your dang elevations. This is gonna be a disaster. And that weren't so bad. Oh my god, hit a bitch! Would you? This is fucking ridiculous. Why are they fucking so hard to hit today? I'm about to get real mad.
I used to say that myself.
That's totally obvious.
This is where I'd pay to have some AoE attacks. What am I missing? What am I missing for the storm spell? That would take care of this, no fucking problem. Wings of a bloodfly. I don't suppose Fisk sells those. I'm actually surprised that Kronos doesn't sell stuff to make runes, because there's actually a trick with Gorax in the monastery, which I think was only added in Night of the Raven, where he actually will add to his stock the reagents you need to make any runes that you learn. So if you don't know how to make it, you won't necessarily carry it, but once you do learn how to make it, you'll have everything you need, including the spell scroll.
Show me your...
This does not have wings! Gotta be bloodfly wings somewhere. I don't want to have to fucking learn how to take them.
Sooner or later.
I bet you I had someone sold them, because I wasn't even thinking about using them for a rune. I am angry. Maybe pirates?
Nobody wants to.
Well, we only need it once here. And then I think what I'm going to do is, off screen, I'll head back to Corinus and find any merchant who sells bloodfly wings. I think Lutero or somebody's probably got them. But we just need the one here. So, spell scroll shall do fine. And if it don't do fine, we got 4 more. Just as an additional precaution. You shut the fank up. You don't belong out here. Do we have snapperweed? I do, in fact. Alright, dorkos. Oh, right, I forgot how long this takes. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. You get your asses over here. None shall escape. So yeah, that whole casting animation takes like twice as long, 3 times as long, I'd say, than the fire rain. Just one of the 2 reasons why it's just not as effective. The other reason being it's literally half as effective. So, you'll see some gold veins up there. Somebody will actually comment on those later. There's nothing we can do about those. The ones that are too high to reach are too high to reach. We cannot mine those. We can mine the ones down here, though. But since I already have to get the rest of them, I'm just gonna also do that off screen. What is my butler ability right now, though? Okay, so it's at 90%, so I'm not gonna get the good whack. I really wanted to see the good whack. Okay. We're actually in decent shape. So, there's gonna be an interesting trick here. Remember whatever this guy's name is. Geraz. What was his name? This guy up here. He said, basically, don't provoke Bloodwyn unless we want him to go nuts. Yeah, Geraz. But that's actually good advice for exactly what we want to do.
So, that should be it. The crawlers are finished.
Bloodwyn is already on the way. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I mean, you slaughtered the crawlers so Bloodwyn would come here. So whatever you're planning, do it now.
Well, don't say it right as he was walking past, man. God, you're gonna spoil all the plan. So anyway, old Bloodwyn taking a stroll down here. We remember him. Oh, we remember him. So somehow he made it out of the massacre of the old camp alive. Actually, was he... I always forget if it's him or Jackal who ends up guarding the entrance to the free mine. And which one of them is guarding one of the gates to the old camp? I can never remember. I should play Gothic 1 more often. But regardless, before we go any further, I just want to show you something. I got Marvin mode on. So he's going to take a stroll down there. You can actually talk to him at any point and get him to fight sooner. But I just want to show you something. Take a look at his stats now. He's a tough customer. But I don't know why it didn't occur to me that he'd already be carrying that. But anywho. So remember what he looked like.
You killed the minecrawlers? Good. I'll take over now. Go on. Beat it.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight. I'm looking for Raven.
Yeah. And what makes you think that Raven wants to talk to you at all? Wait. Are you? Is it you? You're the guy
me.
you've been looking for the whole time. What are you doing here? You should be long dead.
People are always telling me that.
Those morons all failed, but you won't get past me. This time I'll finish you.
Like I already said, it's Raven I'm looking for. You aren't important to me.
I'll kill you. I've survived every battle so far.
So, there is a trick to this. One option out of every pop-up here counts as a taunt and gets a certain reaction out of him, and that's going to be important to making this fight a little bit easier.
And I thought I did you in.
Ah, you miserable dog! And I survived the explosion of the barrier without a scratch.
Shit, I don't remember which ones they are. I think it's always the second one.
And who do you think brought down the barrier?
Ah, you miserable dog! You can't defeat me. I'm Raven's best friend. His right hand.
Obviously, he's got no time to be picky.
Ah, you miserable dog!
So every time he calls you a miserable dog, that's actually a sign that you taunted him properly and got what you wanted.
Enough talk. Let's fight.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard!
Only one of us shall die. Shall not be me. So anyway, as you'll notice, his hit points have taken a bit of a dive. He loses 25 hit points for every taunt that you land successfully, and I think his strength even goes down as well. So it makes this fight a bit less challenging. Not a massive difference, but it helps. Then again, our strategy pretty much makes a joke of him anyway. One thing I wanted to bring up, Petar, who has often corrected me in comments in the past, I said last time the only way you could get the 20 bottles of grog from Juan out in the swamp would be to buy it from him, which I did not bother to do, and I kind of regret that. But anyway, we can buy it from Samuel anyway. Yeah, he corrected me. You can, in fact, get it using the trick where if they die to the damage over time from the ice block, you can loot things from them while they're still frozen that they don't normally drop. In this case, you know, if we did it to Juan, we could have gotten those 20 bottles back, because they're in his merchant inventory, not in his normal inventory. But merchants, if they die while ice blocked, will actually drop their entire merchant inventory as well. Just because there's a weird bug where they are not quite dead, so they still have it.
You sure showed that bum. Nice work. Then I'll take a look around the cave.
You do that. But for now, we got Bloodwyn's head, so I don't think anyone's gonna give us any more trouble trying to get inside.
What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared
What?
Bloodwyn out of the way, too. I'm just asking myself, who's next? Raven? Or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here.
Well, alright then. He came around to that plan pretty easily. I guess he really does not have any genuine loyalty to Raven, since he doesn't object at all to us trying to go kill him. But speaking that out in the open, he must have a lot of faith in us. We never really get to see what Thoris does with the camp, but maybe they mend their trade relationships with the pirates so that they can actually sell this fucking gold that they're digging up.
You again? You're getting on my nerves.
Here, do you still want to stop me now?
Is that Bloodwyn? Oh, that's... Oh. Yes, no, I mean, you can go in.
Hey, since you were so chummy with Bloodwyn, why don't you two hang out a little bit longer? Where's his head? You just hang on to that. They're actually, I'm gonna grab that on the way out. I think there's actually a weird script that happens with Bloodwyn's head where in a later chapter, the texture does change. Really interesting that they did that. Hold the door, you asshole! God, just no etiquette these days. Oh shit, it's dark. Oh damn, he got away from us. Curses! Our plans have been foiled.
What with?
What with? Well, damn. Raven has eluded us. Crying shame, that. Well, I guess next episode we'll have to sort this mess out. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow on Twitch or no, I don't have a stream archive anymore. Follow on Twitch for live streams, or join us over on Discord for assorted nonsense. And otherwise, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and see you next time.